Hey y'all, it's your girl Kaylani, and you already know what we're back for, another workout today. And today we're going to be restarting my split. This week's videos are actually going to be a little bit different because I'm changing my split from being 3 days long to 4 days long. So I'm really excited to see how I like this. I think I'm going to like it a lot better. Because of that, what I plan on doing now is 2 different types of leg days, a back day and an arm day. Today we're going to be starting off with the leg day, which is going to be primarily focusing on my glutes and hamstrings. Those are the 2 muscle groups that I mainly want to be working. So with that being said, the exercises that I plan on hitting today are some Bulgarian split squats, RDLs, barbell hip thrusts, hamstring curls, weighted back extensions, and what was the other one that I was gonna do? I was gonna do another type of exercise. I don't know. I can't remember the other fucking exercise, but I'm gonna do 6 leg exercises. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alrighty, we are about to start the first exercise of today, and I want to get my least favorite exercise out of the fucking way first. So we're going to start with some Bulgarian split squats. Obviously, y'all already know the drill with this one. I have one 25-pound plate on each side. I'm hoping to get to about 10 controlled reps on each leg. I have a feeling I will need to increase the weight soon, but I want to make sure I'm able to get to 10 reps relatively easily, and it's definitely getting easier, but I don't think I'm at that point yet, so that's why I haven't adjusted the weight yet. So with that being said, let's fucking hit it. Okay, I was able to make it to 10 reps. I felt like I was able to control those decently well. I know I won't be able to towards the end of this exercise. Like once I get to my 3rd set, I know it'll definitely be harder to control it. That felt really nice though in this current moment in time. I'm gonna go do a set of this off camera and I'll see y'all for the final set of this exercise. Alrighty, we are moving on to the final set of this first exercise. Obviously, we're still doing some Bulgarian split squats. As I said in the previous clip, there's only one 25-pound plate on here. I've been able to get to 10 reps per leg on the last 2 sets I've done. Hoping to keep up that trend for this last one. So with that being said, let's hit this motherfucker. Oh my god, I always fucking forget how much I hate this fucking exercise until I have to do it. I'll forget all my other workout days. As soon as it comes to leg day and I have to do this shit again, like why the fuck do I do this to myself? Really good for glute growth, but oh my god. So fucking tired. That's gonna conclude these fucking Bulgarians. Once I figure out what exercise I want to do next, I'll see y'all in the next clip. Alrighty, we are moving on to the second exercise of this leg day, and as y'all can see, I'm set up at a squat rack for some motherfucking hip thrusts. Y'all know I like to do these on the barbell. We do have one hip thrust machine, but it hurts me to use. This one hurts me to use sometimes, but not as much as that other machine, which is kind of weird. I did up the weight on this exercise. Normally I do this with 25 pounds. This time I'm doing it with 35 pounds on each side. Curious to see how many reps I'm able to get to because of that. Obviously trying to control them as much as possible. So with that being said, let's fucking hit it. Okay, I was able to make it to 12. This one is always really weird trying to get it back onto the fucking rack. That's why I don't really like to do hip thrusts on the fucking squat rack, but that's like the only option I have. Other than that being a little bit awkward to do, that felt fine. Definitely felt that a lot in my glutes, which is exactly where I wanted to be feeling it. I'm gonna go do 2 sets of this off camera. I'll see y'all for the third exercise of this leg day. Alrighty, we are moving on to the third exercise of this leg day, and as y'all can see, we're still at the squat rack. We're going to be doing some RDLs next. I did not adjust the weight on this one. It still has 35 pounds the way I did for the last exercise. I'm hoping to get to about 10 reps. To be fair though, this is the first time I'm doing it on this weight, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it to that many reps. We're going to fuck around and find out though, so with that being said, let's fucking hit it. Damn, it was a lot harder to hold that than I thought it was going to be for that set. That was something I wasn't expecting. It wasn't really heavy on my legs. It was more so heavy on my arms. So thank God I had the fucking gloves on. Helped a little bit with that. Other than that, I think that felt fine. I'm going to try my best to pull from my glutes a little bit more. Wasn't able to this set just because it was my first time doing it on this weight. I think I kind of like shocked my body a little bit. So hopefully for the next 2 sets of these that I do, be able to feel in my glutes a little more. I'm going to go do a set of this off camera and I'll see y'all for the final set of this exercise. Alrighty, we are moving on to the final set of the third exercise. Obviously, we're still doing some RDLs. Also, we are not going to talk about the fact that I had my gloves on wrong the entire fucking clip in that last clip. I finally adjusted them. I was like, why is this not protecting my hands at all? Because you're a fucking dumbass bitch and you had them on inside out or backwards, however you want to fucking say it. They're on correctly now, so hopefully they'll actually do what they're supposed to. Sorry, I had to add that little side tangent in there because I know some of y'all would have noticed that my gloves are different now. I did not adjust the weight at all. It's still on 35 pounds on each side. I have not been able to get to 10, unfortunately. I've been able to get to about 7, which isn't too far behind. I'm sure that the next like 2 weeks or so I'll be able to get to 10 reps per set. For now, I'm not able to get there. I'm just gonna try to go until I feel like I can't pull it anymore. So with that being said, let's fucking hit it. Unfortunately, I was only able to get to 7 reps. I wanted to try to push it to 10 because it did feel easier to grip it this time. I was not able to make it there though. It's all good though. It happens. You have to have it sometimes. In order to go stronger, that means you gotta lift a little bit less sometimes in order to... Okay. You know what? I never... Now you just made me lose my train of thought. That's gonna conclude this exercise though. Y'all know what time it is now though. We gotta go break it up with an ab exercise. So let's get to it. Alrighty, y'all already know the vibe with this one. It is time for our ab exercise of today, and we are in the ab crunch machine. I just, quite frankly, didn't feel like hitting obliques today, so we're just going to be hitting regular crunches. I did up the weight for this exercise recently. I'm now on 25 pounds instead of 20. I've been able to get to about 12 reps for the past 2 sets I've done, hoping it's the same for this last one. So with that being said, let's hit this motherfucker. Definitely we're struggling to get to 12 reps. I definitely do want to get a little bit deeper with these the next time I do them. I felt like I wasn't going deep enough for those, but I was able to get to 12. Really happy with that. My abs definitely feel really tight right now. Oh my god. I gotta figure out what leg exercise I want to do next, so when I figure it out, I'll see y'all in the next clip. Alrighty, we are moving on to the 4th exercise of this leg day, and I don't know if I've done this in a video before, but we're going to be doing some weighted glute bridges. I actually really like this exercise. This is not something that I do very often, but honestly something I probably should incorporate more often, so that's why we're doing it today. I have 165-pound dumbbell. I'm hoping to get to about 10 controlled reps on this one, obviously trying to go as far up as I can. I don't want to bang these out though. I want to make sure that I'm able to engage my glutes as well as I possibly can, so that's going to be my main focus for this. With that being said, let's fucking hit it.
Você é louco, meu Deus.
Okay, I was able to make it to 12 reps that time. I know some people like to do weighted glute bridges on a fucking bench and dip down that way. I felt like that's a little bit too similar to the hip thrust that I was doing earlier, which is why I just opted not to do that for this exercise. I know I'm not able to get that deep because of that, but that's why I'm not doing it on a fucking bench. That felt really nice. Honestly, I might even be able to increase the weight if I could fucking get a heavier dumbbell over here. I'm gonna go do a set of this off camera and I'll see y'all for the final set of this exercise. Alrighty, we are moving on to the final set of glute bridges for today. As I said in the previous clip, I have one 65-pound dumbbell with me for this exercise. I've been able to get to between like 10 to 12 reps per set, which has felt really nice. Definitely really awkward trying to get the dumbbell on me because obviously it's a lot heavier for my arms than compared to my legs. Honestly, it feels quite light. I might even be able to do like an 85-pound dumbbell, but quite literally, I do not think I would be able to carry an 85-pound dumbbell. That is why I did not bring it over. If I have help in the next video, I might just have somebody else come over and bring over a heavier dumbbell and see if I'm able to do it with that weight, because I know I could definitely handle more than 65. Just had to add that little side tangent in. I'm hoping to get to between 10 to 12 reps for this one, so with that being said, let's fucking hit it. Okay, I was able to make it to 12 for that last one. That felt pretty good. I really wish I was able to get a little bit deeper for this exercise, but honestly, I just blame that on having short legs. I want to look up online later to see if there's a way I can do this that will allow me to get a better range of motion. Maybe the bench would, but honestly, I just thought it was too similar to hip thrust, which is why I was like, I feel like I need to do a slightly different variation just so it's not the exact same fucking thing. I need to figure out what exercise I want to do next though, so when I figure it out, I'll see y'all in the next clip. Alrighty, we are moving on to the fifth exercise of this leg day, and we're going to be doing some weighted back extensions for this next exercise. I have one 35-pound plate with me here. I'm hoping to get to at least 10 controlled reps on this one, obviously trying to activate my glutes as well as I possibly can. This will be hitting my hamstring slightly also, so I will also be trying to engage that muscle group, although I just feel like my mind-muscle connection on this exercise with that specific muscle group just isn't that great yet. So that's also why I want to keep practicing it, so that we could try to get better with it. So with that being said, let's fucking hit it. I don't know if y'all noticed for that set, but I was trying to go like down farther for those reps that I was doing, so it was definitely a lot harder to hit those reps this time around. Oh my god, that got me way more tired than I thought it would. I was able to get to 10 though, surprisingly. Not gonna adjust the weight at all. No way in hell I'd be able to handle more weight on this exercise, so I'm gonna go do 2 sets of this off camera. I'll see y'all for the final exercise of this leg day. Alrighty, we are moving on to the final exercise of today, and we're going to keep it nice and simple to finish it off. We're going to end it off with some hamstring curls. I have this machine set to level 6, which is the equivalent of 115 pounds. I'm going to go until I feel like my hamstrings can't pull this anymore, so with that being said, let's hit this motherfucker. Okay, I was able to get to 15 reps for that set. Kind of debating if I want to increase it or not. I feel like I shouldn't though, just because I'm really fatigued by this point in the workout already, so I feel like I should just finish it off on this weight. So I'm going to see how I'm feeling, but I'll see y'all for the final set of this exercise. Alrighty, we are moving on to the final set of the final exercise. Obviously, we're still doing some hamstring curls. As I said in the previous clip, I have it set to level 6, which is the equivalent of 115 pounds. I'm gonna go until I feel like I can't pull this anymore. Ben is being so fucking stupid off camera. I wish it was turned towards him so you can see what he was doing. Anyway, I'm gonna go until failure. So that being said, let's hit it. I ended that with like 14 and a half reps, close to 15. I wouldn't really count that last one as a full rep, so it's like 14-ish reps. That's going to conclude today's leg day though. So that being said, let's go check out the pump in the locker room. Alrighty, we are back in the locker room, which means it's time to check out the pump for today. Doing primarily just glute and hamstring exercises today was definitely a little bit strange. Obviously, it's still a lot of the same exercises that I typically do on my leg days. It wasn't like too much different besides maybe the weighted glute bridges, because I don't think I've done those in a video yet. But other than that, that felt really good. Obviously, definitely felt it a lot in my glutes. My glutes are definitely an area I want to grow. Not that I really need to, but I want to try to like tone it a little more, give it a slightly better shape. You already know the vibe with that. Obviously, we're always trying to get a bigger booty. Why would that never be the vibe? That's always gonna be the vibe. I try to do a fucking... Let's see if we do it this way. Definitely like doing 6 exercises. Definitely something I'm gonna keep up with. I did do 8 at one point, but that was definitely a little bit too heavy. I feel like I keep doing like the same poses over and over again. Really need to learn some new poses, but that's gonna conclude today's leg day. I really hope y'all enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. I'll see y'all in the next workout. Bye.
You can trust in me. I can. You said I can trust in you.